Hello everyone, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking of the 5 Dr. Seuss movies. I'm only ranking the 5 theatrical release movies, so I'm not including any of the animated shorts or television specials. But anyway, number 5 is 2003's Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat, starring Mike Myers. I've always had a love-hate feeling for this movie. Ways I like it, a lot of ways I don't. It's a terrible Dr. Seuss movie, but as far as, I'm also a Mike Myers fan, so I think it is kind of a fun, guilty pleasure Mike Myers movie. But as far as Dr. Seuss goes, this is totally a very disrespectful movie to his legacy, and really bad movie. It hasn't aged very well and everything. The CGI in it is really bad, and some of the sets and the costumes are pretty nice, and everything, but it has some pretty awful CGI, and Mike Myers is good in it and everything, but I don't like him as much as in it as I used to. His laugh really gets on my nerves and everything. Last time I watched it, I was like, he laughs like every 2 seconds, and it gets really, really annoying and everything. And I heard that Mike Myers didn't even want to be in Cat in the Hat, but he had to do it because of a contract thing. Now I kind of feel bad for him for having to be in it without wanting to be in it and everything, but it was, like I said, it was an okay movie, but it's definitely not a good Dr. Seuss movie for sure. Number 4 is Dr. Seuss's The Lorax. This is one I don't even know if I've actually read the book on. I've seen the movie quite a few times, and but it's not one of my most favorites. I actually kind of like it a little bit less every time I watch it, in some ways, because it kind of is annoying. They rely way too much on the cute animals and everything, instead of focusing on the story and everything. But it's an okay movie for what it is. Main reason I've seen it many times is because I'm a big fan of Zac Efron, and I have all of his movies on DVD and everything, and that's one of the ones that I have. So every time I watch his movies and stuff, that's one of the ones I always watch, because I try to watch them all. But this is one of my least favorite movies that he's in, and one of my least favorite Dr. Seuss movies. I'm not really a big fan of the Illumination Studios, and they were still pretty much trying to find their footing, and something that I've noticed that all of their movies do. They try to rely on the cuteness of the characters like they do with the Minions and stuff like that, and to me it just didn't work in The Lorax. It had its moments, but it's just not one of my favorites. Number 3 is 2018's Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. This movie really surprised me and everything. I didn't expect to like it even close to as much as I did. I went into this movie not expecting to like it, figuring it'd be just a mediocre Illumination movie. Because I don't really like most of their movies. I thought the first Despicable Me was decent, and Scene was pretty good, but I didn't like Despicable Me 2 as much, or Minions. I thought both of them were okay movies, kind of overrated and everything, but I loved Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. I think it was actually the best Illumination movie that's been released so far. I haven't seen Hop or Secret Life of Pets yet. I need to see those. I've been wanting to see Secret Life of Pets because it looks like one that I might like and everything. But yeah, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch was a lot better than I expected. It had a lot of heart and stuff, which is something that a lot of the Illumination movies seem to kind of lack and everything. It didn't it did have cute characters and stuff, but it didn't focus. It didn't rely on that to try to make the movie enjoyable and everything. And it was just a really good movie. Definitely one of the probably the biggest surprise of the year for me, because I didn't, like I said, I didn't expect to like this new version of The Grinch at all. Number 2 is Dr. Seuss's Horton Hears a Who from 2008. This is the second time Jim Carrey was in a movie, Dr. Seuss movie. But I really love this movie. I saw it in the theaters a couple times, and I watch it at least one every other year or so. And it hasn't got old at all. I enjoyed it just as much every time I've watched it since I saw it the very first time. It was a really fun animated movie. It was my favorite animated movie of 2008, and one of my favorite movies of that year and everything. I was kind of upset that it got snubbed at the Oscars that year. It should have at least got a nomination, but it didn't even get that. But and like The Grinch, I feel like it's one of Blue Sky Studios' best movies. I don't think it's their best, because I actually do really like their main franchise, the Ice Age movies, but I do say that this one is definitely one of my favorites, and it's my favorite non-Ice Age movie from Blue Sky Studio. It's just a really, really good movie. Fun watch. A great voice cast. Jim Carrey, Steve Carell, Seth Rogen, Carol Burnett, and so many other really good actors are in this movie. And Will Arnett, he's always funny and everything. So it's really well casted animated movie, and very well done. I was never a huge fan of the book of Horton Hears a Who growing up, but I always liked the other book that Horton Hatches the Egg. Kind of hoped that they would have turned that into a movie, but that one really, it would make no sense to turn into a movie, because there's not really a lot that they could do with it, because he's pretty much just sitting on the egg the whole time and everything. But it'd be kind of cool if they ever did decide to make it. But I really enjoy this one a lot. And number 1 is the 2000 movie Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Jim Carrey and directed by Ron Howard. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's actually my second favorite Christmas movie after the original Miracle on 34th Street. I watch this movie at least once every year, sometimes 2 or 3 times a year. I've only watched it once this year, but I'll probably end up watching it again sometime over the next week. Everything. I kind of wish that I would have watched it last night before, or earlier today before I went to see the new one. But I really, really love this movie and everything. And while I absolutely love this new Grinch movie, this one's my personal favorite. It's just a lot of fun and everything, and I like the backstory that the Grinch has in this one more than the original, because it makes a little bit more sense of why he is the way he is and everything. But of course, the Grinch didn't really even have to have a backstory, because in the book and stuff, they don't go into any of that, and it was still a great story. But I thought they did a really good job. The costumes and sets and everything in this movie, it's just great. And the score by James Horner, and the Faith Hill song "Where Are You Christmas," it makes this all of that together, and Anthony Hopkins narrating just makes it a totally fun movie to watch and everything. And I think the makeup that they used to make the Grinch and the Who's faces and stuff, I thought was really great and everything. And I just absolutely love this movie and everything. So anyway, that's my ranking of the Dr. Seuss movies. So I'll do a little recap. 5 is the Cat in the Hat from 2003. 4 is the Lorax from 2012. 3 is 2018's The Grinch. 2 is 2008's Horton Hears a Who, and number 1 is 2000's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I love all of those movies, and they're all a lot of fun and everything. So I'd like to thank my MaxiPad loving friend Troy Willis for recommending me to do this video. He asked me to do this it was like almost Halloween when he asked me to do this, but it took me this long to get to see the new Grinch before I did this ranking, because I wanted to wait till I saw that to rank all 5 at one time, everything. But if there's any other movie series rankings or top 10 list or movie reviews you'd like me to do, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to them as quick as I can. Some might take me longer than others, but if I have easy access to them, it shouldn't take me too long. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what your favorite Dr. Seuss movie is in the comments, and which version of the Grinch you liked better, because I'm curious on that. Do you prefer the new animated version or the 2000 version, or do you not really like either one of those and just prefer the TV special? Let me know in the comments what you think, and thank you, and have a good day.